studies where a user sees an ad on Facebook and doesn't see an ad on Facebook, and upload all of your CRM data on the back end to see that users who saw the ad on Facebook actually converted at a much higher rate than users who didn't. There's a myriad of solutions around attribution. The goal of all of these solutions is to understand the incrementality of the channel / incrementality of the tactic being retargeting versus prospecting primarily. So in the instance of where do we start, the basic approach towards advanced attribution is leverage the tools that you already have access to. GA, Facebook's native reporting, understanding multi-session behavior within those tools, looking at view-through versus click-through attribution across all your tactics, and also getting a better understanding of what's your time lag to conversion, right? If you're in home services, your time lag might be astronomical versus if you're selling a $20 product, e-commerce product, or you're doing lead generation, you're just looking to optimize towards a lead, you might see a time lag to conversion that's very, very nominal. So being able to fully leverage your tools, have a conversation with your reps, train your team on the advanced attribution solutions that platforms like Google and Facebook are constantly rolling out. Just get more familiar with that and start executing on some of these tools that you already have in your basket today. Where it gets really interesting is the second green bubble there, the bright one, starting to actually launch experiments using the native tools that are available on the various platforms. So Google and Facebook, as an example, have native A/B testing tools where you can run these holdout studies, right? You can run holdout studies against retargeting versus prospecting. You can even run holdout studies where a user sees an ad on Facebook and doesn't see an ad on Facebook, and upload all of your CRM data on the back end to see that users who saw the ad on Facebook actually converted at a much higher rate than users who didn't, and understand what is that delta. And then finally, there are a host of multi-touch attribution partnerships and solutions out there on the services side that can really help you accelerate these efforts, right? Setting up a data warehouse, understanding and establishing an incrementality coefficient, which basically allows you to apply a multiplier to whatever the platforms report, up or down, to understand true credit, as well as leveraging some of the tools that are starting to now be able to drop that view or impression-based pixel on platforms like Facebook and YouTube, and really get deeper insights based on tech. It's still very limited. It doesn't give you holistic, cross-channel insights. Even if you were able to do that on Facebook, but you were in any other channel, like let's say YouTube, or you were in Pinterest or Snapchat, TikTok, etc., that piece of tech would fall apart and you would default back to experimentation.